One woman loses her best friend. One man stays married to a woman who votes for everything he fights against. And another, he's wide awake calling it out. This ain't about red versus blue, y'all. It's about what we're losing in the crossfire. First, check this out.
So, tell me why I just had to end like a 3-year friendship with a friend of mine because she voted for Trump. And I know we were gonna say, oh, like, is it really that serious to end friendships over politics? It's not just about politics, especially for Black women, because some of us have grandparents that were born in this country that were not born with the right to vote. For some of us, our parents weren't even born with the right to vote. Like, the Voting Rights Act was enlisted in 1965. That's one generation ago. Just one. For some of us. Like, for context, my friend, now ex-friend, I guess you can say, she was white. The only white friend I've had for a while. Like, we used to work together at the same daycare. Her daughter was in my class. My daughter was in her class. Eventually, we became co-teachers, and we were working side by side together. I was working with her kids. She's working with mine. It's like I've changed this kid's diapers. Like, we've been locked in. Her kids were like on the verge of calling me auntie. My daughter was about to call her auntie. Like, we've been friends for like probably about 3 years now, maybe going on 4. And I just had the sudden urge to kind of like ask her, like, you know, who did you vote for? And she was like, yeah, well, I voted for Trump. And I was like, you what? You did what? She's like, well, yeah, like I voted for Trump. Mind you, I have to give more context on this. Not only is she white, she has 3 children that are half Black. Baby daddy is as brown as I am. And she voted for Trump. And when I told her that felt like a slap in the face, she seemed to not be able to understand why it felt like that was a slap in the face. It's like, I've changed your kid's diaper. I've let you in on some of my deepest, darkest secrets. Like, I've sat by your side and tried to help you patch yourself back up after having relationship drama and issues with your baby daddy and all that. And it's like, I feel like this is why Black women are so tired, because we always show up for the people around us. Like, we show up for y'all emotionally.
You're literally not doing that. Literally.
For y'all spiritually. I prayed for that girl when she was going through her hard times. I sat by her side and I tried to be the best friend to support her through everything that she was going through. And when you had the opportunity to represent me and to vote in my best interest, you literally voted against me. Why is that such a crazy concept?
Oh my gosh.
To think that I wouldn't want to be your friend after that. And she pulled the typical like card that they've been pulling, like, is it really like that serious to you to end friendships over politics? It's not just about politics for us though. And I told her, like, that logic only works for white people. Like, it really does. Like, is it that serious? Yes, it is. And it's like, I have to be honest and say, like, there were little subtle hints or things that could signify that she might be racist, but I thought she was like one of those that like grew up in this type of environment and recognized and realized that it was wrong, because she's made comments about how like racism is not cool. She's told me how her brother is like a straight up MAGA racist white man. But
what? It's
like when we would talk about it, it would make it seem as if like, you know, she knew it wasn't right. It was like something that she wasn't she didn't favor or like didn't agree with. And so therefore I'm thinking that means that you would also vote against that, but it's like you just went along with the same ideologies and things that you said were not right and things were wrong. So you're basically telling me, you know, it's not right. You know that you shouldn't have voted for him, and you still did. And then you expect me to just be like, oh yeah, it's fine. Like, we can agree to disagree. No, we can't. Like, and there was a girl on here. I don't remember her name. I'm gonna go look her up. And she actually influenced me to basically like ask my white friend, because she said that she had a white friend that she was, you know, close with, and after this whole election thing, she basically unfriended and unfollowed her. So thank you for that, because you inspired me to do the same thing. And it's not like a personal, like, oh, my heart is so broken right now. It's really just like I'm doing what's best for me. Like, I'm trying to protect my peace. And I just feel like the most peaceful version of me is not around people that don't have my best interest in mind, or around people that would literally vote my rights away. So I'm good. But I know that, like, Black women as a collective are kind of going through this same experience. So I wanted to come on here and share mine, so that hopefully y'all can also feel validated and know that, like, you're not the only one losing friends over this. It is that serious to us, and it's okay to feel like it's that serious. Like, I just feel like we're so used to our experience being invalidated and being told it's not that serious, or we're dragging it, or we're taking it too far. But it's like,
You're creating it.
no, our ancestors fought for this. Like, shoot, probably my grandparents, my parents fought for this. So yeah, it is that serious for me.
Oh my gosh, y'all. Woo. Oh my gosh. What did I just have to listen to? She ended a 3-year relationship because her friend voted for Trump. So let me get this straight, all right? Let me think about this. You changed this woman kids' diapers. Excuse me. She trusted you with her children. You prayed with her, or for her, as you say. But you threw that all away because she didn't vote the way the Democrat plantation told you to. She has mixed kids, so voting for Trump was a slap in the face. No. Voting for Trump is only a slap in the face if you believe the lie that he's against your skin color. And we've debunked that so many times. But the real slap in the face is this. You judged her character after she showed you who she really was. And she seemed like a pretty genuine person, might I add. Based on a narrative you got from CNN and TikTok. Try to bring in this whole generational thing about your grandfather and this, or something like that, and saying this is what our ancestors fought for. She also mentioned Black women are tired of showing up for people who won't vote for them. What type of emotional blackmail is that? Nah. What you really tired of is people thinking for themselves. Tired of being wrong and can't prove it. Tired of facts getting in the way of your feelings. Getting in the way, rather. You don't want accountability, man. You want alliance at all times. Now, you didn't lose a friend. You lost control and created that scenario. Now, I want y'all to see this clip of this MAGA man married to a Democrat wife. I want y'all to just see how this interaction. Shut up. Just watch it.
So I've had people message me and ask me, why do I keep making videos for the liberals knowing that they won't listen? 2 reasons. One, because I'm a Christian man, and to me, every life matters. You may not listen to me now, you may not care about what I say now, but at some point, because I know God is going to make his moves, at some point you will listen. At some point, things are going to click and you're going to say, oh crap, where are those videos that I never listened to because I thought that he was lying the whole time? Number two, what a lot of people don't know is my wife is part of the 92%. I'm full on MAGA Trump supporter. My wife is full on Democratic 92%. Kamala should have won, all of that. But, you know, we found a way to work together to create a peaceful household. Even though there are things we just can't talk about, it is what it is. That's what we have to do to make things work. But what that has done is it's created, you know, somewhat of a soft spot for me with the liberals either way. Not that I agree with anything that they say, but at the same time, I look at my wife and I love my wife, regardless of, you know, what she votes for. You know, I believe that God allowed it to be that way because it keeps me fighting for the liberals and the Democrats who are on here as well. I don't give up. You know, as Christians, especially MAGA Christians, we know what's coming. We know what the government's doing. We know what's happening. So to just stop talking and to just give up, and, you know, to me, it's a cop-out. God allowed us to know these things. I'm going to keep speaking and use my last breath until the Lord says you're done. So, you know, I'll keep talking to the liberals. I will continue to make videos directed to you guys so that you guys can see the truth. God bless.
Man, we need more of this right here. My wife is a Democrat, but I'm full on MAGA. And you know what? That's called maturity, honestly. We don't need to agree on everything, that's for sure, but we should know to honor each other while standing on truth. This man didn't cave. He stayed grounded. He didn't flip. He ain't playing both sides and none of that. He's respectful and consistent. I love when he said, God put her in my life so I don't give up on liberals. Exactly. I know we make fun of them all the time and things of that nature, and I'm not saying it's going to stop. But that's ministry through marriage. That's not manipulation, because if the only people you love are the ones who vote like you, your convictions, they ain't Christian, man. They are cultish, in my opinion. He also mentioned, I'll keep talking to my last breath. And that's what men of God do. They don't back down. They don't chase clicks. They chase purpose. He's not preaching to be popular. He's simply doing it because the truth is timeless. And right now, the culture is confused. Peace at home, conviction in public. That's how real men move. Now I want y'all to check out this next clip from a regular on this channel at this point who says, I'm not woke, I'm awake. This is, how you say this? X3, I'm going to just spell it out. EX3TECNO. I will always have the links in the pinned comments.
Black people, I think it's really time that we be honest about this shit. You have got to break free from the Democratic plantation. You have to do it. Keep telling us back in history, it's like, oh, no. It was the Republicans. They started the Ku Klux Klan. Like, no, it wasn't. Go do your history. But they want us to believe that it was the Republicans that started the Ku Klux Klan. It wasn't. It was the Democrats that started it. I was shocked when I found that out. As a black man, I was like, what the fuck? So this entire time, it was the Democrats that had a problem with the freeing of the slaves? They was like, no. If you free the slaves, who's going to cook my food? Who's going to make my bed? And the Republicans were like, you're going to make it, motherfucker. And the Democrats did not like that shit, so they started the Ku Klux Klan to revolt. And they keep trying to say, well, the party switched. No, they didn't. The party never switched. Black people were just lied to. Bottom line. And I forgot who it was, but it was one of them Democrats that said, I'm going to have these Negroes voting Democrat for the next 40 years or 100 years. Johnson. Some bullshit like that. And you know what? He almost pulled it off. He was correct. Because we fell for the bullshit, hook, line, and sinker. My eyes are wide the fuck open. I made a decision. I said, you know what? I'm not going for that bullshit anymore. You're going to have to show me. I mean, black people, think about it. How many times has Democrats promised that they're going to do something for black people in America and then they don't do shit? They talk a good game. and then they go and pocket all the cash for themselves. That's what they do. That's why I like Donald Trump, because he's not just talking. I really want my people to wake up. I really want black people to just wake up and walk away from the Democratic plantation. It's not time to be woke. It's time to be awake.
Man, at the end of the day, I
Black
just
people,
want exactly that. People to be able to just think for themselves and see through the BS. Break free from the Democrat plantation, he says. Facts. You can't be mad at the language. Or you can, but you can't deny the pattern. Every election cycle, you see it. Every election cycle with these Democrats promising paradise. That's what they do every 4 years. And deliver poverty, panic, and pronouns. He also mentioned how the KKK started with the Democrats. And I remember I was like, what? When I found that out. Absolutely true, though. And while people want to argue party flips, ideology never flipped. It just honestly got better PR. Biden didn't write the Emancipation Proclamation, but he did write the 94 crime bill. I'm just saying. Trump helped us more than Democrats did, as he said. I agree with that. And that's not an opinion. You can look at the receipts. HBCU funding, criminal justice reform. You know, you sending out the stimmy, you know what I mean? No, but economic uplift before the vid happened. Meanwhile, the left gave you Cardi B interviews and George Floyd murals. No solutions. Yeah, man. Say black people need to walk away from the Democrat Party. Yes. Not just from the Democrat Party, but also from the emotional manipulation that says your skin decides how you're supposed to vote. Be awake means asking the questions your side told you not to. They told you to stay away from it. We live in a time where truth sounds like hate to people who've never heard it without some sugar. What did we just see here, y'all? A woman ends a friendship because she needs everyone around her to be a Democrat. A man stands firm with the Democrat wife, keep in mind, and proves his love doesn't require compromise. Another man straight up tells the truth, and obviously he's always going to be called a sellout for it. People can't handle the truth unless it flatters them. You don't want change in that case. You want control. I appreciate that, though. So, you were born free. Stop voting like you're not. Y'all be safe. Go check on somebody today. You could be saving their life. Peace.